So I've had a lot of people ask me, what's the deal with this new fishing show, JT Kenney's Florida Bass? And I said, I've had the show on MOTV, the fishing show with JT Kenney, which is a completely different show. We're in season 5 on that thing, and we've had an absolute ton of fun shooting that show. And a lot of them we shoot in Florida, and actually usually every year about half of them we shoot here in the Palm Bay area. But the other half we'll shoot in Guntersville and, all over the place. We've been to Lake Murray. We've been all over the Southeast shooting that. But I really wanted to do a show where we highlighted just Florida. Florida is synonymous with giant bass, right? And having a lot of fun. And there's a ton of fun people in the state of Florida too. A lot of professional anglers, but there's a lot of just cool dudes to go fishing with. And that was one of the things I was like, man, how cool would it be if we did a fishing show? And obviously I'm going to do some of the episodes around Palm Bay just because the fishing is so good here. But like traveling around, but there was one aspect that I really wanted to hold really true to is I didn't want to do a bunch of the shows on places that everybody's heard of, your Harris Chains, your Okeechobees, your Kissimmees, Toho. Not that there's anything wrong with those places. Those places are amazing. That's fishing tournaments on those places is how I made my living. But those are the places that everybody's heard of. And obviously I live here in Palm Bay, so everybody's heard of Stick Marsh and everybody's heard of, Headwaters. I mean, it's the #1 lake, Bassmaster Magazine for last year. It's the #1 lake in the world. So obviously everybody's heard of that. But there's so many other cool places in Florida, and some of them are just little lakes and a ton of little lakes that are public access that you never hear about. And those little places I think are really cool for people traveling from out of town, because like if you're coming down, say you're from up north and you say, hey, let's go to Florida, go bass fishing for 2 weeks this winter, like so many, hundreds of thousands of people do. They all end up going to Okeechobee, they go to Kissimmee, they all come to Headwaters, which is the best lake in the world, so everybody wants to come down there and enjoy that, and you should. I encourage everybody to come to Headwaters and Stick Marsh and Garcia and Three Forks and all that, fish our amazing lakes here in the Palm Bay area. But there's so much more stuff in the state that you never hear of. And like I said, a lot of little lakes that are really easy for somebody out of town. And when I'm talking about little lakes, dude, I'm talking about there's a lot of lakes that are small, like 40, 50, 60 acres that are excellent fishing. I mean, got jumbos in them. And a lot of times you'll get there and there might be one other boat there, maybe two, and it's just amazing fishing. And it's so easy for somebody that's not familiar with the area. You can fish the whole lake in a day. Some of them are 100 acres, some of them maybe a little bit more. But I wanted to highlight some of those kind of places, the places that not everybody hears about. The Florida Fishing Trail is something that the Florida Wildlife Commission is working on, and Commissioner Lester. They're trying to open up even more of these little lakes. So you're going to be able to go on the floridafishingtrail.com and check them out. It's going to be pretty soon. That website's going to be up and available. So you're going to be able to go check all that kind of stuff out. There's a lot of other stuff. You can go on just the Florida Wildlife Commission's own website and check out all these little places. You have to search around a little bit for them. They're not real easy to find. But once you find them, there's so many of them around, and man, that's a lot of fun. So we did about half of the episodes of JT Kenney's Florida Bass, we did on these little places, and man, did we have so much fun. We got to meet some really cool people. When you go around these little places, it's neat. You meet cool guys at the local tackle shop, and it's just so much fun to go to little places. So that was kind of like, if you want to call it, our mission statement when we started JT Kenney's Florida Bass was, yeah, we're going to go to Headwaters. Yeah, we're going to go to Stick Marsh. Yeah, we're going to show you some of the places you've already heard, but we're definitely going to show you some of the places that you've never heard of. And season 1 is in the books, and it's airing now on the Sportsman's channel. It airs Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and then this fall it's going to air on World Fishing Network. But it was just, I think we nailed it. Like, it was just so much fun to go check out these places that everybody, people have never heard of, these little lakes. So we went to Tenorock Management Area, which is kind of over between Orlando and Tampa. Man, we had an awesome time over there. Went to Went to Beanville Outdoors. That was really cool up there. And then, like I said, we went to a bunch of these just little public lakes that you don't even hear about. Some of them only had dirt or gravel boat ramps that we put in, and just went out there and just had a blast. So there's so much stuff in this state has to offer, and we highlighted all that on JT Kenney's Florida Bass. Like I said, Sportsman's channel, go check it out.